Okay. Okay, now we're going to go into step 5. This is the meat cutting. And it's a special way. This is the pork that I showed you before, the pork shoulder. And now we're going to take the skin off and cut it all out. This is what they make chicharrón out of. That crisp, very crisp, I would call it like
Pork rinds. They're called pork rinds.
Pork rinds. This is what they make it of. No good for the cholesterol, no, but good for the soul. Tastes good. That's what I could tell you. But you know, if I want to take this now, I would make some pork rinds with it, but I'm not. I'm not going to make it because that's something else, which I don't have time now. But you peel all this skin off, okay? And once you have all that, then you would cut the pork in pieces. Make sure you have a sharp knife. I have not have the stone near you so you could sharpen it. Okay? And you would cut. And this is the way you cut. Okay? Like strips. Then cut. Into pieces. Small pieces. Okay? This is what they look like when you cook them. This is how they are. Okay, right there, this will be enough with one pastel, because then we eat this. But this is how to cut the meat. And then, after it's all cut, I will go into the cooking and seasoning of the meat. See you in step 6. Okay. That's why it was good to go back. But now we're going to go to the way when I first told you how to cut the meat. This is how the meat is cut. You see, small pieces. That bone there is to give it flavor. The bone we're not going to use. After it's done, we'll peel some of the meat off and we'll throw it away, or you could eat it because it tastes good. And that's the way the meat is. Now I'm going to bring it to we're going to bring it to the stove. Before I bring it over, I'm going to bring it here and start cooking it slowly. I'm going to put it on low.
Okay, I gotta come over here.
I'll put it here on low, right there. And once it's there, I'm going to and I put in the magic bullet. Why? So the pieces won't be there. This is a cup of oregano, fresh oregano. Put it there. A head of garlic, complete head. There. Half a cup of salt. Gotta be careful with the salt because when you put the meat, the mixing has salt, so you don't want to make them salty. Okay. And a cup of oregano.
No, cilantro.
Cilantro. Sorry, cilantro. We already put the oregano in. Cilantro. That's for flavor. Okay. This is a large onion cut up and 1 large pepper. Okay. Everything is not going to fit here, so I'm just going to put some of it. Put some water. Normally I do this on the
Upside down. No? Yeah.
Okay. I never use this, very seldom. I use this here, which is very old-fashioned. And what is it called?
Pilon.
Oh, pilon. In English, I knew the word, but I forgot. But I'll remember. I'll let you later. But now it's a lot, so I'm going to use the modern way. Okay, this is how it's going to look. And this goes into here. We put the rest of the peppers and onions, and we do the same thing. And you say, that's a lot. But that's the flavor. And normally, this is most of the time what we use for seasoning, or when we make chicken fricassee, beef stew, beans. Some people use little different things, but most of them, this is our main ingredient. People buy it frozen. Remember, the new generation, they have it easier. I learned the old way, and I stick to it. I like it better. It's called, that's tasteful. Because once things are frozen, they don't taste the same. I hope it's called sofrito. I hope nobody listens to me and doesn't like it, but frozen stuff is never the same. It helps you, but it's not the same. Goes into the meat. Why I'm doing it that way? Because I don't want the onions and the stuff to be found. Okay, now I'm gonna put tomato sauce. You could use any brand. You see, you mix it together, and that's gonna cook very slow. And that's the meat. And now we're gonna add. For all this amount, I'm gonna add 3 cans of tomato sauce. Tomato sauce, not puree. I use the Goya brand. Why? Because it's good. I like it. But I'm not selling Goya. Pero si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno. A free commercial for Goya.
There you go.
Okay? All 3 are Goya. It's a very good. It's low in sodium and it's good. It has a good taste. They've been around for many years. So that's why I use it. You could use any brand, but this is, I happen to like their tomato sauce. And you're just going to mix it all together. And you're going to say, wow, that's a lot. Yes, but it'll cook slowly. Now this is going to cook slow. And I will taste it. And this is the taste that gives the masa the taste. The meat. You have to have a good meat. If your meat is not seasoned well, if it's not tasty, they'll be bland. Okay? And this is now this. I'll show you the meat later on step 7 when it's cooked thoroughly. Okay? And there it is. You mix it all together. And there it goes. And it'll start boiling slowly. I have to keep it slow until it cooks very well. And I'll see you on the next step. And the next items that we'll need. Okay, see you then. Espera que se esté grabando.